What's up there, film lovers? How you going? My name is Corey. I'm joined by JJ and Tibbsy. Boys, how are you going?
Good yourself?
Good to hear. Good for the third week in a row. We are Play It Again Pod. We're going to talk all things film and film related. Guess we'll start with news. Ben, what's been happening?
Okay, so this week there's been a fair bit of news. So David O. Russell's Joy film has finally been unveiled. Read a news article that Jennifer Lawrence is a quote slam dunk to land an Oscar nom, and if not beat Room, Brie Larson's, or Brooklyn's Saoirse Ronan or whatever. I haven't seen Room or Brooklyn, but I've heard they're good performances. But for a slam dunk for an Oscar nom, I think we all pretty much expected that. She gets nominated every year, no matter what role.
It doesn't seem like an Oscar role though. It's just like
it's a true story. They relish true stories.
But it's just sort of a woman starts a successful woman. The biopic, like it's sort of
exactly
a
successful woman.
The motion picture. Like it doesn't. All I've seen is just like the trailer. All I saw was like she can't start a business on her own. She's a woman, and then she does, and that's it. I guess it just doesn't seem that impressive to me.
I can see now. I guess it's kind of like we've grown up with where
women
not necessarily in an age where women
I'm scared that maybe David Russell thinks that it's an amazing thing. Like, how amazing is this? Like, a woman can do things that man does.
It is a pretty good story. But
I don't know. Watching the trailer, it was so cringe.
All of his movies, so many of David Russell's movies are weird.
Yeah, like American Russell got heaps of praise.
American Russell.
That's the same sentiment.
I did not enjoy that whatsoever.
No, it was.
I loved Silver Linings Playbook though.
I didn't mind Silver Linings.
Silver Linings.
Silver Linings felt a lot more realistic than Explosion at the Wing Factory, or American Hustle, as it's more commonly known.
But I think I personally saw this coming. Like at least once a year, she's in a film and she'll get nominated. She's been nominated the last 4 years or something.
Yeah. When do you reckon the hype around her is going to die? Because I'm still very skeptical.
I think she's fine.
I don't think the hype will end.
I think she's a fine actor. She knows what she's doing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a massive raging hipster, and I'm like, everyone loves Jennifer Lawrence. Like, fuck her.
I think she's got a very constructed persona. If you look at her, just her interviews, and she just says normal. She just says normal things. Like she'll get out. She'll be like, "I know, have a shower."
She's just a normal person. How great!
But that's her whole persona. That's what they sell. Because she gets out. She's like, "And then I had a shower. Look at me. I'm falling down. How crazy! I'm just a normal person, just like you and me. How crazy! Except I have millions and millions of dollars. Well, millions and millions of dollars. I have 1 million less than whatever my male actor counterparts make. Supposedly, if you look at their Facebook post.
The next one, Christopher McQuarrie has accepted Mission Impossible 6. Love this.
I'm fine. But it's strange because he did 5. Did he do the last 2?
He did 4 as well.
Are you sure? Because I thought the whole point was that a different director has made each film.
Every film.
Yeah, just check, because that's why there's a little bit of controversy, because part of the appeal of the Mission Impossible franchise...
Oh no, Brad Bird did.
Yeah,
sorry, Brad Bird.
Part of the appeal of the Mission Impossible franchise is that a different director makes each entry into the franchise.
I think Mission
Impossible... a different feel for each film.
I think Mission Impossible 5, though, was the best one so far. And
I think
4 and 5...
They just keep getting better.
4 and 5, they do keep... It's honestly probably the one series that just keeps getting better and better.
I don't know. Number 2 for me has a special spot in my heart. Like, 90s Australia, like shitty Commodores and Ford Falcons, like ripping down.
And the long hair as well.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with that, like that. Mission Impossible 5 would probably be up there in my favourite of the year.
Definitely.
Next one, so Fred Decker has announced that Predator 4 script has been complete. I'm sorry, but first one, great. Next 2 were rubbish.
Yeah.
Predator.
I actually liked
it. Was a very steep decline.
Predators,
the Adrian Brody installment. Wait, are we counting Alien vs Predator in this?
No. Does anyone count that as a film?
I actually enjoyed the Adrian Brody Predators. The only thing that slows it down for me is just the random Lawrence Fishburne scene, because he has no point. He sort of just comes in and he survived and just gives some exposition and that's it. It's kind of a bit tacked on, that really slows down the pace. But apart from that, I think it's a cringeworthy dialogue. But
I think whether this film's good or not, like Predator 4 will be based on the director. See who they get. I'm not sure if that's been announced yet.
No, I'd like a nice gritty.
I'd like like a
let's just get a gritty reboot.
Predators
Well,
was like
you can't gritty.
that's why I didn't like
gritty
Predators. It wasn't a gritty film. It was like it
No,
just felt like
it's
an
almost
action
sci-fi. It was
action
very
sci-fi. Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean, no more Predator lore. No one cares about the Predator
No one
lore.
cares
Where-
about the
where Predator
alien
came
or
from,
Predator.
or like,
See, that's
why
When there was
Prometheus
there was
like,
a new bit of news about Prometheus out this week, and
Yeah.
it,
it was
I did not give a fuck. Like it's so convoluted, like the whole alien predator and Weyland Yutani. Like no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
I love Alien.
Well,
though,
the
but
fact that the
I-
crossover just didn't. It took away all seriousness.
Yeah.
like Predator 1 I love. Alien
What was first,
Alien-
Alien vs Predator or Freddy vs Jason?
Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah. Okay. See that that was their problem. They were like, you know what, that'd be a good
that was
idea.
successful. Yeah.
It seems
It
like
wasn't-
something
it was
we
running.
all love to talk about in theory,
Oh.
but the thing about a crossover is it takes away a lot of the realism and the escapism because you're brought back to life in terms of it's
a
alien.
film.
Yeah, you're aware that it's a film. So
Yeah, like even though I love like the first 2 Alien films so much, but I
Mm.
do not give a shit about like
Aliens, good.
Alien and
like,
Aliens.
makes you shit your pants.
yeah.
Whereas the first Predator, like I think the first
It was
time
a
I watched it,
great
when I was like
action film.
12. Like I was like, this is a bit freaky. Especially like when the black dude gets his head blown off, like he
Yeah,
picks
yeah.
up.
If you watch it now,
But it's just like gore. It's
yeah.
just like jump scares.
It's,
Alien. If you watch that today, it's still
still
scary. But
very
Predator's just a
suspenseful,
good
yeah.
action film.
Predator's very much a product of its time as well. There is a
Yeah.
lot of cringeworthy dialogue and very homoerotic scenes. What is this? There's a scene in Predator, and I watch Predator every year because I love it. And it's basically they're all in their full army gear, and I don't love it because of this scene, but it helps.
Yeah.
And they're all in their full on army gear, and they're sort of chatting, and Arnie's talking to Butch, and I can't remember the name, but and he says, "All right, we need to start planning. We need to build up some defenses." And for some reason, the next scene, all the shirts are off, and they're all covered in olive oil, and they're sitting. And it's incredible to watch now because back then that was almost just like part of the appeal.
It's just
like
what happened.
Masculine,
Yeah.
shredded,
Like if you walk
steroid-induced
past a
men.
construction site, you'd see them like, you know, 9:05,
That's like
9:10 in the
action,
morning,
yeah.
lathering themselves with olive.
Oh,
oil.
it's
it was just the 80s.
it's
All
just-
that every 80s action movie starts.
No,
absolutely
the 80s.
ripped. Yeah,
The
80s. No,
80s.
just
Yeah,
like
the 80s.
every
Everyone was
action
covered
star though in
themselves
the
in olive oil.
80s was huge, and
Mm.
like nowadays you get like these scrawny little actors.
No, they look like they could actually maneuver themselves. Like Arnie in his peak
Yeah.
could not maneuver. Like he would not be able to
He would
turn
not
on the
be able-
spot.
No.
He kind of just like
Ah,
I'd agree.
Someone tell me around. If you've watched Top Gun, it's the same. That volleyball scene is one of the most
yeah.
homoerotic things I've ever seen. It's so strange. It looks like a commercial for like Dove soap, or like it's so strange when they're all just the slow motion shots and yeah.
Anyway, next piece of news. We covered this trailer last week, so it hasn't been long. Lionsgate have already apologised for the lack of diversity in Gods of Egypt.
God.
So it's been 1 week since
Fucking hell.
1 week since the trailer came out with the whitewashed cast.
Yeah, I love this. You've actually done okay, social justice warriors. I know I gave you a hard time last week, but this is fair enough. I mean, really, they're Egyptian, so like, why isn't
there Egyptian?
yeah?
people?
Or at least people that look Egyptian.
See, this happened with like Exodus Gods of Kings. They're like, why, is Joel Edgerton and Christian Bale in this film?
Mm.
And now they've gone and made a new Egypt film, and
Yeah,
which looks rubbish.
It does look
With
rubbish.
no-
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I like Nicolas Costa-Waldau, but yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't.
I think
use-
Gerald Butler's like taken a heart to these. Like
Yeah.
personal love for these shitty, just enjoyable, not even
Not
enjoyable, but
enjoyable,
shitty
just-
films. Like,
Yeah, so bad they're good sort of films.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm curious to see Gods of Egypt, but
I'm curious to see.
I
how it
don't know what Lionsgate are doing. I mean,
Neither.
straight after the Hunger Games as well. Like, seems like if this movie is as bad as it looks, they're gonna make all this money from Hunger Games and then have a
And then
shocking,
just like
quick
piss it up
descent.
the wall, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this movie.
Because how Gods of Egypt looks. Already announced development on Bond 25 is this spring, so obviously start of this year,
Oh,
start of
gee.
next year for Australia.
And no confirmation on Craig.
Not yet.
No.
I hope he does.
But see,
I hope he
you
doesn't.
did see the, I don't know, I can't actually remember if we talked about this, but when he said that he'd slit his wrists, Pierce Brosnan came out like the week later and said like, Well, yeah, I felt like this too. After
Yeah.
the end of every
I
James
had
Bond
that too.
film,
Yeah.
I wanted to kill myself because, like, you don't want to hear about
It's
it. Like,
literally
you
a year
spend
of
a year or two on it,
Yeah.
and then you've got all the press touring,
Yeah.
and then it's back to Bond again. Like, you do not hear the end of it.
No.
Especially, particularly
he
with
would've
Craig,
done-
who in the last 2 years has only done this film.
Yeah,
exactly.
and he would have done the press tours recently, obviously, because it's only just come out. And if it's
Yeah.
already developing, well, that would be probably script. But if it's developing starting next year, it'd probably be he'd probably already be getting
Right
into
back
it
into
within
it,
a
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So understandable.
Yeah, I'd understand. I just expect.
I mean, I don't reckon he'll bail on. It's too lucrative. There's no
Yeah, I
way
don't
he'll
reckon.
bail on
No.
this film and the contract. He's
Like,
only
he's
got
even-
one more
he's-
film, and then he's done.
Yeah.
Do this film, and then he can piss all over its
And
legacy. at the
if
end
they
of it.
continue with Blowfield as we covered, I reckon they'll finish his.
They'll
saga off
finish
with-
that arc.
with-
Yeah.
I'm just
They'll-
not really interested at the moment in another Bond. I don't know.
Well,
Like,
you just saw the
We
recent.
just
It'll
saw
be
it.
within
and it
2.
wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't
like,
great.
I mean,
It'll
after
come out.
Skyfall, I was jacked up for the next one.
yeah,
But
yeah. I
after
know
this
you're
one,
very,
it's
you're
gone.
very excited, and I know. I actually think because we're talking about Mission Impossible before, and I know we've talked about Spectre previously, but I think part of the reason Spectre felt so sort of uninteresting to me for a lot of the film was because I'd seen so much of it in Mission Impossible Rogue Nation and seen a great spy movie with Mission Impossible
Yeah.
Rogue
This
Nation.
year's been great for spy movies in general.
Oh yeah, what?
But
Kingsman,
Kingsman, Spy,
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Fuck
but
Spy.
did you hear-
Fuck Melissa McCarthy.
But did you also hear that they came out and said that Andrew, like Scott, I think his name is, like the guy who edited
Yeah.
the tech division, was supposedly going to be the main villain for the whole film, like not even Christoph Waltz, which would have been an awful decision because he's known for playing villains. Like in Sherlock, he's in Sherlock, he's a
That's
villain.
his main
Moriarty,
role.
that's his main
Yeah.
role. Like, so that was a bad. It's like we already knew he was going to play some villainous role in it.
Yeah.
So him to being the main villain, like I'm happy that they went away from that bit and had him a little role. But yeah, I feel like I'll be excited for the Bond when it's coming out, but that won't be another 2 or 3 years away probably.
Yeah.
Did he?
And
Is his fate known at the end of Spectre? Because he could come back as well,
Who?
supposedly.
he fell off the top of the bloody.
Yeah, no, he's
building.
very
He's
dead. He's
he
very
fell like
dead.
40 feet.
So that's how forgettable the movie is. I just can't remember.
Anyway, last piece of news. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Michael Giacchino, I think his name is returning for the score of The Incredibles 2. So I've looked him up. He's done a hell of a lot of films, but for Pixar alone, he's done Incredibles, Cars 2, Up, which he won an Oscar for, and
Cars 2.
and Ratatouille. I don't remember the Cars 2 soundtrack or score because that was a pretty forgettable movie altogether. But Ratatouille, Inside Out, as well he did. Inside Out, Ratatouille,
had a fantastic
Inside Out.
soundtrack.
Ratatouille, Up, and Incredibles all have fantastic soundtracks.
We know
and
Pixar
scores,
movies
so
are going to have good scores.
I'm happy for this to happen because he's done fantastic scores.
Do we know when the estimated release date is for Incredibles 2?
2019 June, I think. So a long.
Well, Pixar movies take
Pixar
a
movies
very
do
long
take
time,
a very long
very
time.
long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's part of the reason why we've got already there's some backlash against The Good Dinosaur in the US. So it's been released in the US. And it's just saying it just feels very sort of rushed and underdone. I think part of that is because Pixar have clearly put all their time into Inside Out and then...
Well, no, I don't even think it's
But they
that. It
switched
had so much.
development.
It's had so much production development, like
Yeah,
problems.
issues.
Like they
Like, a
changed
year ago,
complete
they-
casts.
Rebuilt it.
Yeah, they changed
entirely.
complete
The only
casts.
I watched an interview the other day, and the only thing they kept was parts of the character design for the main dinosaur and the
Yeah.
kid. And
So I think that was its
everything else is
problem.
different.
I think any film at all, if it has production problems, that's going to show.
Yeah.
Or, unlike Mad Max, though, which had a number of production problems that set it back and still was arguably a masterpiece.
Yeah, but that was set back not like a year, wasn't that set back like
10
10, like
yeah.
a decade? Yeah, that's I feel that's different.
That's
I feel
completely
like when
different.
it's yeah.
That, like they had, this would has set them back, but they still bring it out within the year it was supposed to come out, even though they had so much production problems.
Yeah, well, let's chat about trailers now.
Yeah.
So, none.
This week,
None at all.
Nothing interesting. Literally nothing interesting. The only one I can think of that I've seen that is interesting is not even a trailer. That quick
Just a
look
teaser.
at
The
Batman
TV
v
spot.
Superman.
from Jimmy Kimmel, but the trailer actually
trailer
is coming
is-
out this week apparently. Oh,
Yeah,
like,
today I'm pretty sure. in the
like
States.
so.
God, I hope it doesn't
tomorrow,
show too much.
tomorrow for Australia. That's in Australia.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, it's a 1 minute set. You can't really talk
No.
too much about it, but
Okay,
it
so
looked pretty cool. I will admit.
Okay, it opens up a lot because in one of the trailers where you see like Batman beaten down on like those militia dudes where he's in the desert gear.
Obviously.
Where are we? Where is that? When's it set? Is it in the future? Is it in the past? Is it an alternate universe? Like what the fuck's going on? Like that's what I want to know because like I feel as though that any superhero film that isn't like one of the MCU ones, because they've all been done very well, they get very just convoluted and weird.
Yeah, they do.
Like really, and it just like you watch it and you go, "This is kind of shit, isn't it?" So I'm worried that the same thing's going to happen for Batman v Superman.
Yeah, I guess
it
exactly.
does look. It just looks like there's so much in it. I wonder what the runtime will be.
Yeah,
Yeah, because there's
surely 2.5 at least.
See, I
At
just reckon this is like not doomed, but I just don't see this going as well as they hope because they've had like when you look at the MCU, as you said, they've had so much time to develop all these characters. So they had the introduction movies like with Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and then they bring in the Avengers. Then they had another set of movies like Phase 2, and then Avengers 2. So you've gone to like these characters over. It would be 7 years since Iron Man 1 or whatever.
Well, was it Iron Man or Hulk first?
Oh, no, they both came out the same year.
Did they?
Yeah, 2008. But when you look at DC, they had Man of Steel, and then all of a sudden they're chucking in Wonder Woman, they're chucking in Batman, they're chucking in Lex Luthor, they're chucking
and then it's like
you've got to introduce these characters.
Well, they're not going to introduce Batman because they're relying on us kind of remembering the whole Dark Knight trilogy, but that's not even the same continuity.
The thing is they're basing this on the Dark Knight Returns, which is
an amazing graphic
novel. But
Frank Miller.
like we know Batman, but we don't, like a lot of people wouldn't know this Batman because it's the Dark Knight Returns Batman.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people read comics, but there's going to be a lot more people that haven't read that comic or seen that movie.
Yeah.
Seen this movie,
I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't it be great just to have a no origin for Batman? Because I don't want to see
established.
Batman's
Like
origin.
we understand.
Yeah, and just have his origin be sort of mysterious.
Well, they're going to base over it because we've seen in the main trailer that there is a scene where Thomas and Martha Wayne are shot in Crime Alley.
We have seen that, but
so like obviously they're going to go over that again. And for fuck's sake, like I'm sick of it.
Yeah, the only way I can see this actually going well is if it has a very long runtime. But even then, that's so risky because people will get bored. People will get bored probably. But
I think if it has a really long runtime, it needs to be fucking balls to the wall.
You need at least
2.5 hours.
You need
just insane.
See, you need at least 2.5 minimum for this kind of film where you're adding in you obviously know these characters, but it's obviously a different reenactment of them.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They're adding in Lex. They're adding in Wonder Woman. I'm assuming there's going to be probably some allusion to Aquaman.
There's Aquaman in.
No, he's actually You've seen the photos of what's his name? I can't think of the
Jason
Khal Drogo.
Yeah, who's an awesome guy.
A great guy.
An awesome guy, but I don't know how he's going to be in it. I mean, I don't know how. I hope Aquaman saves the day. Wouldn't that just be the best? Like the fight ends up in the water and he just comes out of nowhere. Hey, I'm useful now. Well, Aquaman does look.
Hey,
awesome.
can you get me a soda in this tray to keep the seawater out of it?
I reckon Aquaman looks awesome from that teaser poster.
Yeah,
there was a bit of backlash saying that.
And they've got Cyborg in this one.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
And
Cyborg is great.
Ray Fisher.
Okay.
I thought Cyborg was African American.
It's rumoured on IMDb. It says it's rumoured that the Flash is in it as well. So that's obviously not confirmed, but it's rumoured.
Did you see?
I thought Ezra Miller was.
Ezra Miller is cast as the Flash. They've announced that.
Did you see when
it's rumoured to be him?
It's a little while ago. One of the creative heads at the DC films, she said they asked her about why aren't you trying to link your universe like Marvel have done? With Daredevil and like even Jessica Jones now. Like they're all linked to the MCU. Jessica Jones. Oh my fucking god. Watch that shit. Anyway, fucking amazing. And she said we don't want to do that. She just straight up said we just don't want to do that. Like we want to keep different themes, which is why they're keeping Arrow, thank fuck, out of it because Arrow's fucking atrocious. Keeping Arrow and the Flash out because they're linked already, like those TV series. But now they're in the DC universe. They're building up another another Flash.
Yeah,
I feel that it's
See, I feel
gonna
like
be a lot.
because a hell of a lot of people watch Arrow and Flash.
Yeah.
Like that's huge.
But I feel
fandom.
like it's going to be too much.
Yeah,
You're gonna have
that's what I
like
think
Flash
as
the
well.
TV series running concurrently with the DC film series. And if they introduce a Flash film, you're gonna have these two. Yeah, it's
Flash.
just no.
And like no one, like I've heard no one have a problem with who's playing the Flash on TV or who's playing Arrow. Like,
Well, and like there's such a
So,
massive fandom
I don't
about
know
Arrow.
why. Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't just get the same actors. Like they might not be.
And then you capitalise on it because
Yeah,
I think a lot
'cause
of
a
the
lot of
worry
people
is
just-
that they're not going to have as big of a fandom as MCU has done.
Yeah.
I mean that obviously took years to build up,
Exactly.
and like
they're
quality
just
films,
throwing them in.
but why not? Like if you've got old mate playing Green Arrow, capitalise on that shit.
Yeah, I agree. And he has a massive following as well, which is
Yeah,
really
huge.
As a
5
celebrity
million likes
persona.
on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
So I agree. I mean, I don't know what DC are doing. Sometimes they just want. It seems like they just want to.
Yeah, like this
fail.
is
Like
this is
it just.
Yeah, it seems like they want to fail.
Yeah, but this is like seemingly like an Avengers film. They do have a hell of a lot of like superheroes in it, as we said, and that they had 5 films for Marvel, and then they're essentially bringing out the one merged together already, and then their lineup is a really weird,
For the Justice League.
really weird. Like the lineup, it's like
Oh
they've
no,
got-
their schedule.
their
film
schedule, sorry, their schedule. Like they've got, they're splitting Justice League into 2 parts or whatever apparently.
Oh,
But like with Marvel, if you look at theirs, they've got like I think 1 or 2 films in between the parts. But like Justice League comes out like 2017 or something. So, and then the next one's like 2019. So it's a full 2 years apart for different parts.
What I hope they're doing is, it seems like, because I mean they have to separate themselves from Marvel in some ways. So my theory is that they'll start really small. No, sorry. They start with an Avengers type of film and then expand off that.
See, the thing is,
Marvel
they have
will start
separated themselves because Marvel, anyone can go watch it. It's like, got mixtures of comedy, like it's light-hearted action. Like Man of Steel, that like they tried to
Make
get
it
a
a
Dark
bit
Knight,
grittier,
like
yeah.
a gritty film, but like it just didn't work.
For
And
me,
that's why
it
Man
didn't
of
work. Yeah.
I didn't enjoy Man of Steel that much.
No,
It was alright. It was probably one of the best Superman movies, but that's not saying anything really.
It sort of
None
just
them are
washed
that
over
great.
me. I didn't really care watching it. I didn't really care about anything. I found it overly bland and it was just too serious. I mean, I think the gritty tone works well with something like Batman.
yeah.
But
Batman
with
is-
Man of
But
Steel,
Superman, it's like, Batman, obviously, you're in a shitty locate like Gotham. Like, it's supposed to be
But
grim.
see, I
And-
think we're saying this now because we're used to it, and I was thinking, like Batman works being grim, and Superman, you'd expect kind of a bit more campy than that.
Yeah.
Because he can do fucking everything, right?
Yeah.
But you think back to, when was it, like the 60s with Adam West? Batman then was super camp, and it slowly developed into a dark thing. I don't, like, thinking of that, you're kind of like, well, why can't Superman do it? And the new comics of Superman are a lot more gritty and dark. Than I guess we're used to. So I don't
It's just
mind
not
the
the
gritty
positive
overtones.
character that I see Superman as. Even in that TV spot, he's so dark and brooding
But
and
did
serious.
you-
But I want an
Yeah, like he's
optimistic
walking
Superman.
up to them with like the most serious like look on his face, like of pure hatred, and like
But
tears
did
off
you
his
ever
mask.
see the fucking like read or play any of the, was it Flashpoint? The alternate, it was the same as Injustice. The
Oh, yeah.
that universe, like Superman goes bad, and like Batman.
Yeah.
Batman's always had a contingency plan for if any of the Justice League go rogue.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, Superman does go rogue, and they actually need to put that into action. So, and I think this is somewhat based upon
Maybe.
parts of that or some
Okay.
shit. Like Superman, for some reason, goes a bit haywire, and Batman needs to, do
Bring him in.
justice. Yeah.
See, like I'm looking forward to the film because I don't know, like new Batman, I'm excited. Like new
Yeah.
take on
Yeah.
things, like
Yeah.
for sure. But I don't know. I just don't like. I just feel like it's doomed to some extent.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's it also feels desperate as well because Man of Steel, where a lot of it was spent on marketing, a lot of their budget was devoted to marketing, so they actually didn't make as much profit as that one. I think it made $650 million.
Yeah, not much at all compared to like any Marvel.
Which isn't enough. So I think they've almost got desperate and they're capitalising on the success of Batman, which is a worry for me. I feel like there's a thought from Schneider that he almost has a sure thing in what he's doing, no matter what. So which is always worrying.
Yeah, if there's that much confidence.
Yeah, Whedon worked so hard to make the first Avengers click. Balancing all those characters and dialogue and stuff. So
balancing all those characters.
I'm
because,
worried. I'm optimistic, but I'm worried.
Scarlett Johansson and
Chris Evans.
No, the other
Jeremy
Renner. They got a lot of screen time in the first Avengers, didn't they?
Like
they didn't. That was
they came out like Iron Man had like 47 minutes and Hawkeye had like 13.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like Hawkeye, as you said, like Hawkeye had
not
much screen time in that, and they made him mysterious. But in Avengers 2, they like sort of went into
main.
He was one of the main parts.
Driving.
So that was that's some development. Whereas for DC, we've just seen.
They're just going.
All right, we'll just throw in all these people. Yeah. Anyway, all right, that's our discussion for the week.
Wow, that was
trailers.
That was an absolute tangent.
Ripper of a discussion for one TV spot.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll
barely mentioned the TV spot.
We'll obviously cover the
main trailer.
The main trailer next week. So we'll get on to our main review of Creed. So we all saw Creed.
I thought we were doing Love the Coopers. This is so
Shut up, you dick.
Alright. Have you seen the poster for Love the Coopers? It's like,
no, I haven't.
Something like, family will always come together. One of those.
Isn't that like every Christmas?
It's not the
John Schneider's not in this, is he?
No, I hope not. God.
Anyway, so
Creed.
We'll start off, obviously, again, we'll start off non-spoilers, then spoilers, and we'll start off with
There's not many spoilers really in a Rocky film, though.
No, there's not many, but we can discuss a couple for this one.
Yeah.
So we'll get with our rating and what we like and what we didn't like in the film, and we'll start off with JJ.
I loved it. I thought it was a really well made film. Sylvester Stallone is really good in this support role. I think that has a lot to do with it because he did not write it or direct it. He was executive producer, but he did not write this one.
No.
Did he write the last one?
He wrote. I know he wrote a couple of them.
This is the first one he didn't write.
I feel so that was the problem with the last one.
He was getting definitely
because he wrote it. And he can barely speak, let alone write. So So I also thought that Michael B. Jordan was really good.
He
really killed it.
God, he's great. I'm so excited.
And basing, kind of reboot, spin-off, whatever it is, basing it upon Apollo Creed and that lineage is brilliant. Apollo Creed was one of, if not the most likable character in the original series, like the old ones. It was really good, and they played off that perfectly. They didn't dwell on it. It was similar to kind of how we're all expecting Star Wars to do. Like there's Leia and Han and Luke, but we're we're expecting them to be in it for 20 minutes because they want to pass the baton to like Daisy Ridley and the new guys.
John Boyega.
Exactly. So I think they did it really well, even if they do not do a sequel, and I'm kind of hoping they don't.
I'd like a Drago spin-off.
Huh?
I'd like a Drago spin-off, mate.
Yeah, like where he's going.
Like that,
But no, I really like this film. There's not much that I mean, there is a few faults, but we'll get into that because I feel it's a bit spoilery.
Yeah, of course.
And what would you rate it?
Oh, probably an 8.
Yeah.
And you?
So I didn't love it, but I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. Just shot brilliantly. From a production standpoint, it's easily the most meticulously put together film in the Rocky series.
There are a few very cringeworthy bits now.
There were, but that's classic. That's classic Rocky. And what I loved about this film is it has one foot in the past and one foot in the present, and it really works. They mesh together really well.
Yeah.
And it's nostalgic and sort of retro in a really cool way, and it brings back some of those 80s vibes.
And
but
it's
also
not enough that you need to be invested in the series.
No.
Which is good.
Overall, I really enjoyed it. I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10 as well.
Yeah.
And Ben?
I loved this film. There's not much I really didn't like about it. Like, the performances were fantastic, as JJ covered. Like, Michael B. Jordan, like, Fantastic Four, put that aside, he's banged some great roles, but he kills it in this role.
And the supporting actress.
That is Tessa Thompson.
She was good.
She was good.
Sylvester Stallone was great, awesome. The fight scenes were sick. The one with the one shot, they were all very well shot.
There is an amazing sequence.
There is apparently, like, Ryan Coogler, the one who the guy who directed it, fantastic director. He's 28 years old and he's only directed 2 films, which are both great. So I'm excited. With Michael B. Jordan as well, and along with him and Damien Chazelle, those are like my 2 most anticipated directors for what, like, when they come out with more stuff, because they're both like young and brought out fantastic films. But he also wrote the film, Ryan Coogler. But what he did, I think this is fantastic of him doing it. Obviously, Sylvester Stallone knows a lot about how to direct fight scenes. So apparently, Ryan Coogler stepped aside and let Sylvester, sorry, that's my phone job, take care of him and like choreograph the fight scenes along with an actual professional choreographer. But was like working with Ryan on how to direct the fight scenes, which I think was great, and that really showed because the fight scenes were fantastic. That one-shot fight scene.
Yeah, I was going to say, in
that
particular,
was awesome.
There is a fight scene that takes place. It's a
The
single
first
shot.
one, isn't it? His
And
first
it is
one.
brutally awesome.
Second one. There's one at the start, which I think me and you missed.
Oh, I've seen it. I saw it again the other night.
Yeah, so it's like it's like his first actual pro fight.
Yeah, the first pro one,
the score and soundtrack were incredible.
Great. Again, retro but modern as well.
Because Bianca, Tessa Thompson's character, is a musician.
Yeah.
And a little interesting side story there, but it merges it very well with this very contemporary, very, very, very contemporary soundtrack. And I loved it. I loved the soundtrack.
Really I felt like the scene where they're like the dirt bike scene with that song, like
by
Meek Mill, I think it is.
By Meek Mill, yeah.
Oh, it just got me so pumped.
I got so jacked up by that scene.
Like you said, like I felt like it was a perfect film with the Rocky franchise because it like paid homage to the Rocky franchise while not like getting in too deep and actually like made its own legacy. Like,
it was a love letter.
If there is a sequel, hopefully it's good. It's a great standalone film for sure.
Yeah, fantastic standalone film.
But I'd go a little bit higher. I'd probably give it an 8.5. There's not much I really didn't like about it. I felt like this was one of the better films of 2015 for sure.
If we're talking about acting, I said, Michael B. Jordan, like you said before, who cares about Fantastic Four? That was a film that was doomed from the start. Michael B. Jordan absolutely kills it in this role. Yeah. And the thing about Creed, the character Creed, Adonis Creed, is he's not who I expected because I feel like the trailers almost advertised him as sort of the classic underprivileged kid on the rough side of the streets. But actually, what makes him so interesting is that he's this perfect balance between privilege and anti-privilege because he's coming from a rich background with his father, stepmother, but he also has been in and out of prison, and he was an accident from Creed, so he wasn't. He wasn't his. Sort
I think it plays on that daddy daddy issue is such a simplistic driving plot theme, and I feel like every movie does it. It's just easy. They're like, it's just daddy issues. And that's why he wants to fight.
I thought he didn't have much conviction in that point because he sort of talked about how he's not his dad. I'm like, well, mate, you're Creed's son, so people are going to react this way.
But I think that was interesting. But it was over too quickly. He was so adamant he didn't want to take on the Creed name and make a name for himself, which is fair enough. I mean, I would understand that. But he just changes. There's one scene where Bianca convinces him to do it, and it's 30 seconds to a minute of dialogue, and then he's like, "Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, nah." Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, good point. Yeah,
good point. All right.
Yeah. Cool. Cheers. I really liked Bianca as a character. I was a bit worried that the love story was a bit kind of tacked on, and it felt like it a little bit. but not as much as I was.
It started out really well.
Yeah.
I feel as though it started out real. Are we delving into spoilers now? Because it's
I
just,
guess overall, it's a
overall,
great film. It's shot well.
Go see it.
Go see
go
it.
see it, definitely. Go
Alright, spoilers.
see it. Alert.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
Skip to the end of the video.
Video?
If you haven't already seen it,
Towards the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
If you don't want to.
Video. I'm so sorry.
Spoilers.
The audio format. Yes.
So spoilers.
Yeah. I guess we'll just continue where we left off. It was really interesting at the start, their relationship, how that kind of developed. But
It proved. I found the rest of the story was so interesting that I almost didn't.
Didn't really care about the romance plot.
No.
Yeah, like it was interesting at the start because it was sort of towards the start of the film where you're learning about, Adonis, sort of, etc., and then you introduce her, like it got interesting, and then as soon as you get into the boxing, fantastic, and like you're really psyched, and then it adds her in. Like it wasn't.
The good thing is though that the romance plot was never a main.
Never know.
Like it wasn't. It really wasn't even a minor focal point. Like it was just there.
It's just in there.
And you just kind of like
Appeals
Grace
to the
past
ladies.
it. Yeah.
I sort of it didn't add anything, but it didn't take anything away.
I know, yeah.
What I didn't really appreciate was the Rocky cancer subplot because I felt tacked on.
Yeah, no, there is spoilers. Yep. Oh, it's just like there's no spoilers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, so
I like that though, like because I feel like
it just felt tacked on. It sort of came like 2/3 of the way through the film as well.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Like
it was the same. It was just. I think it was just another plot device, just another dot point.
for like an
It was
emotion,
kind of
like, to appeal
for emotional.
But
And
I feel like
they got to the point where Adonis had kind of said, "Nah, fuck you, I'm not fighting anymore." Like they get into a big fight, because of the cancer.
Yeah,
and
like
Rocky says he's not going to fight it because his late wife Adrian died from cancer and went through chemo and deteriorated as you do in chemo. So Rocky didn't want to kind of do that. He just wanted to see his wife, I guess. That was kind of a touching.
yeah, like
side
they played
note.
on the emotion really
They
well, but I
played
felt
it.
like they could have played on that a little bit more. Even like when he got the cancer, he could have went to the grave.
The grave. No,
And, like, they could have
I don't
made-
like
I
those
didn't-
scenes in movies.
It could have I felt great. Like it was great without it, but
The
I
one-
feel like if
yeah.
they really wanted to play on the emotion, they could have added
I
something
think
like
the
that.
one scene where they did and where he went to see Paulie and Adrian.
That worked.
That was work.
Yeah.
It was just
And that
a minute
and Sly kills that as well.
He
I think
does.
he really gives a fantastic performance in that scene alone.
It's very human.
Yeah,
It's
it
just-
is, and it's funny.
I think
in a
well,
strange
that's
way.
the thing with this kind of film, like Creed. It's a human sort of film. Like there's nothing.
There's nothing kind of.
It's not bombastic and over the
No.
top and overly theatrical
Like,
in the 80s.
yeah.
It's very. It almost feels like a gritty sort of indie film in some certain spots.
Well, I think that's Ryan Coogler though, because like his first film, Fruitvale Station, was an indie film really, but it like if you watch that and then watch Creed, you can pretty much tell it's the same director really, because it's sort of directed the same way.
Yeah.
It's got the grittiness to it that Fruitvale Station did. It sort of feels like Fruitvale Station obviously was a true story, but this like sort of feels like a true story. Like it feels real.
It feels like they've cemented Rocky as if it was real. So so when he first moves to Philly, when Adonis first moves to Philly, there's a big Rocky statue in the middle, and when he meets Rocky, like he goes to see Rocky to obviously get him to train him, and at this point, like it's kind of his worlds are still separated. Like Bianca and him are separate from Rocky and him, and he says that he's going to a training camp and he's living at his uncle's, and he calls Rocky his uncle. And when Bianca finds that out, she's kind of like, "You didn't tell me that fucking Rocky Balboa was your uncle." Like, I think they've done that really well, kind of cement this fictional, like, history.
It worked. It felt real for
It
me.
feels
You
very
always
natural,
forget that it's a fake.
A fake history.
Yeah, fake law. And if you call it law,
Yeah.
I absolutely
boxing.
loved like the last scene. It was a great last scene, by the way.
yeah, it was. It was very. It was a bit on the nose.
It's very touching.
But it was. It's sad.
It was
as well.
another thing
The fact
that
that
was
he's
like-
struggling up the stairs.
Foot in the past and foot in the future.
Yeah.
It's a scene where Rocky climbs the same very
Step.
notable stairs that he runs
Yeah,
up.
like if you see them stairs, you automatically
yeah.
think Rocky.
And,
that scene.
yeah, he's struggling to get up, and Michael B. Jordan has to help him reach the top, and it's very touching.
But it's always saddening. It's saddening to see Sly so old. I think. I mean, he still looks okay. He doesn't.
He still looks okay because he's juiced like fucking nothing else.
Because he's 90% steroid.
Yeah. His forehead's like this.
I wish
big,
Sly would keep doing stuff like
human growth hormones. Not even
films like
not films like
Match or whatever.
Expendables 3. I would love if he just started going more. I mean, we've seen it happen with Arnie. Because he started doing sort of stupid stuff after he retired from being the governor. But yes, but now we've seen him do Maggie, though,
which was a much deeper film.
And he actually tries to give a good performance. And then that's
tries
the same.
or is.
Well, I think with Arnie,
I've never
you're
seen
happy
it,
if
so-
he tries. So
I've never seen Maggie.
that's fantastic. I do recommend you watch it. And then Sly Stallone, in this film, he's really trying, and it works. And I'd like to see some more sort of grittier, serious films from him.
One problem that I did have, and I didn't want to discuss in the spoiler-free section, was so multiple times throughout the movie, like when Adonis says to his mother, I'm going to be a fighter, she says, do you know how many times I had to carry the heavyweight champion of the world up these stairs because he couldn't walk? Do you know how many times I had to wipe his ass for him because he couldn't use his hands? There was a lot of that, and Rocky said the same thing. Rocky was like, why do you want to be a boxer? Why do you want to live a boxer's life? You've got things ahead of you. If your father was here, he'd want to be talking with you. He wouldn't want you to go out like a fighter.
No.
Kind of thing. And multiple times throughout that, and then the last fight, the championship fight, where Adonis is getting his fucking ass handed to him. He's getting the shit beaten out of him. Rocky says he's going to throw in the towel for him. And Adonis is adamant that he doesn't want that. And Rocky says, I should have stopped the fight with your father, with Drago.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Draco Malfoy. Drago.
And that's how it happened. In Rocky 4, he fucking dies. He gets the shit kicked out of him. So that was interesting, but then, and that's played on a lot. You don't want to do this. It's unsafe. Your father died. Do you get it? And then Rocky, all of a sudden, in one scene, he's like, I'm throwing in the towel, throwing in the towel. The next scene, he goes nah, get out there. Live to your father's legacy. Go on, do
but
this.
I didn't mind that, though.
I think that's a joy, though.
Because, Creed's no, I want to keep fighting, so he can't, Rocky can't just, be, every time around and be oh, no, throw in the towel.
And I think it's development, because Rocky realises, okay, this guy does want to fight, and then he says, okay, well, if you're going to go out there, you're going to go out and you're going to kick the shit out of him and you're going to win. Because he's accepted that. I think it's also when he says, I need to prove that I'm not a mistake.
Yeah.
Which is that moment where Rocky realises, okay, this is something more to him.
Yeah. That could actually happen in real life. That's what that felt real as well. Because I can just see that happening really. If someone wants to throw in the towel, give up, and then he wants to prove to himself and everyone else stuff that he's not going to do it, then you may as well. There's no point dwindling. You have to give up. You may as well just jump on board and give them hope, sort of thing. I do see where you're coming from.
And that moment where that's such a great moment when when Rocky says, okay, well, if you're going to go out there, I want you to beat the shit out of this guy. And then he just goes out and he puts up a hell of a fight. And he doesn't win.
No, he doesn't win.
Which is great.
But you do expect it.
I thought he was going to
win. Whenever I go to boxing movies, it's always they win. They win in the last round by some fluke. That wasn't going to be believable in this. I didn't expect that. I did not expect him to win by some miracle. When he goes out there and he's getting his ass handed to him, I was it's going to be a draw, or he's going to lose. And I'm glad it didn't.
Owned him in the last round.
I'm glad he didn't win because it would have just been completely unbelievable.
But I loved that he didn't win, and then he was the people's champion because everyone didn't believe in him, and it was just a legacy, as that guy said. And you're an overnight sensation. You're just a name. Everyone's chanting his name at the end, and that's because he proved himself that.
And it was good that at the end the villain wasn't
the villain. He is a villain.
But that's also another problem I have in these movies, boxing movies. You don't need a villain. They're two sports people fighting one another. Why do you have to have one be so antagonistic? Can't they just?
But the thing is, I think. With boxing in real life, that happens. You just talk so much shit.
Well, that's the thing, and same with UFC and shit like that. There's But then
You talk shit
You
to
look at,
antagonize
like,
them and put them off. And
Conor
stuff.
McGregor, who's coming up for his championship fight at the moment, he's a real dick. Like, he acts like a dickhead and he knows that he's confident and he's a good fighter and stuff, but he's got a real big head. So, like, is he meant to be the villain, or is it because he's a good fighter and he's enjoyable to watch? Is he the hero? That's what I don't understand. Like, in these kinds of films, they make it abundantly clear that this guy's a dick. Like, I'm surprised.
I mean, at the start, I thought they weren't establishing him as a dick because he seemed like he had like an interesting
he had a family and like stuff like that.
And then this is Ricky Conlan, by the way, the Irish boxing champion. I love that he's Irish. I love that he's Irish.
He's Irish.
He's Welsh.
British. He's British. Let's just say British.
He didn't sound British. He definitely said like, he's gone down this time.
Just an overnight sensation.
Yeah, possibly.
You got no legacy. Sit him right next to you. He's someone with a legacy. Okay, he's not British. But
Same thing.
He's British.
He felt a bit. I don't know. I love that. Like sort of a different villain, someone that's sort of tough. His dad felt very over the top. His dad was like that classic.
Is that his dad or his manager?
No, it's his manager. Sorry.
Yeah, dad.
Dickhead. And
you fucking scumbag.
Yeah, but yeah, he got a bit over the top at the end. He was like, "He's going down this time. I'm taking him out." And it was just very.
Yeah. No.
It was very.
Like, that was a bit odd. But like, with the way, not the way, but the press conference. Like, I feel like that happens in
that
life like that.
Yeah.
A lot of you talk like, you're just an overnight sensation. Like, you'd say that. You'd like
probably not
say that.
What did I run
Not like, but you'd say.
Have you not ever seen a Wayne?
No, I sort of come into this not that connected to boxing.
Like you see that happen in real life. Like, you talk shit, you put them off, sort of thing. Like that. Like, I can sort of believe that. But yeah, like at the end when he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna beat him up," like. It's just like, do they really need to add that in? Like,
he's got
you already know you already know that he's gonna try and beat the shit out of him. You don't need him to, say it.
Well, we're running out of time, so I guess we'll leave the room there. But go out and see Creed because there's not much.
There's not much
coming out at all. What is out in theaters?
Out in theaters this week. We've got. Oh, I think we covered it last week. So we covered it last week. So we've got In the Heart of the Sea and The Night Before. Which both look very.
I'm more excited for The Night Before, but In the Heart of the Sea.
I only saw the trailer for it last week when I went and saw Creed, and the CG looks fucking terrible. It looks like
I've heard online
atrocious.
I've heard online that it's really good CG.
Okay, well,
I'm more excited for The Night Before because I know what I'm expecting with that film. I know it's gonna be funny. I know like the cast of the thing.
Like the plot is literally his wife or his girlfriend?
His wife gives him a
bunch of shrooms and like LSD and ecstasy,
and they're like, go have a night out.
Yeah, she's just like, go have a night out.
And
before we have our kid and our lives are ruined forever. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Let's see what's the Hangover sort of plot.
I'm
more excited. Get drunk before you marry.
Before you get married and your life is ruined. Yeah.
I'm more excited for The Night Before because obviously know what you're
and
going into.
I need a comedy.
Yeah, you need a comedy. There hasn't been a comedy in a while.
Because the week after is still nothing.
No, Jay, you got me sorry. I was thinking, surely there's only 2 weeks till Star Wars, and it's 3 weeks. I can't wait.
No, but yeah, In the Heart of the Sea, obviously, a great director, great cast, but you don't really, you've seen the trailers, but you don't really know what you're going in, into that much. Like, you don't know if it's going to be a full-on, just,
plus it's like the story everyone knows, Moby Dick. I don't know the story, I just know it's a big fucking whale.
I know my smart friends quote it, but I don't.
Like, it's just a big whale, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big whale. It's a metaphor for nature and man. It's similar to, if you've ever read,
Old Man
Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea.
Yeah.
It's that sort of...
If it's anything like that, I'm going to kill myself.
Don't like The Old Man and the Sea?
That book, so that book is like 90 pages long, right?
Yeah,
I don't think I finished it.
How?
It was so hard.
I love that book.
Fuck you.
Oh, James, that's great. James. It's fine.
No, that book's
it's much better than reading old Shakespeare or old Austen.
I would have rather. Have you actually, side note, have you read Pride and Prejudice and Zombies?
No, I haven't read
Great. Also film coming out of it, so we're going to cover the fuck out of that when it comes out.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Old Man and the Sea sucks dick, Hemingway sucks dick, I'm not looking forward to Moby Dick.
No.
You can't not. No, great director though.
I am looking saying that we absolutely, our condolences with Hemingway's remaining
Didn't he drink
answers.
himself to death?
Yeah, because he
I
was
would've
too
drunk
smart.
myself- no, I would
he
have
was
drunk
too
myself
smart
to
for the
death
world.
if I made Old Man in the Sea too.
It's a fantastic book. And
Shut up, Corey. We're not talking about books.
This is a movie podcast.
This isn't Red again. That'd be great.
Nah, yeah. Oh, I'll see both of them for sure.
Yeah, no, I'll probably
And,
see both. They get them for free, so whatever.
Yeah, there is no movies coming out whatsoever next week. At all.
No, we're all just.
So it's just
peppering
this
our
week.
anus.
So it's just 2 weeks till probably the best night of my life. Force Awakens.
Yeah, I'm that excited. I physically cannot wait.
Yep.
I'm not watching TV spots anymore because
No, I refuse to watch anything or look at anything.
Isn't there one more trailer?
No, there wouldn't be this early.
I thought I.
This close. Maybe, I'm not sure.
No, I actually thought I read something like 2 days ago that they've got one more trailer released.
Maybe. If so, I'll probably not watch it.
If so, it needs some new footage.
No new footage.
Oh, they need like 9 seconds of new footage and just new narration.
Actually, this is kind of linked to Star Wars. We're tangents all over the place.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking year 10 maths class.
Yeah.
Fucking Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, the Battle of Jakku came out yesterday. Very interesting because it's the first look really that anyone's had at Jakku.
Jakku. Sorry.
Are you triggered?
I'm not triggered. I saw that you could see that I was listening to you saying, like, you don't need to say anything. It's fine. And it sort of came out involuntarily. Like, Jakku! Go on about the Battle of Jakku, James. I'm so sorry.
No, it's really cool because it's the first time that anyone's seen it. And do you know anything about the planet itself?
I know it's a desert.
So no, because they give away a little bit in Battlefront.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to say it right now?
Yeah.
So when you, because it's only got one game mode, I'm fairly sure. At least I don't know. The servers were fucked last night, but it's where all the Imperials flee to after the destruction of the second Death Star. They flee there because it's an Imperial base and a manufacturing plant. So they all flee there, and the rebels have tracked them there. So the rebels are actually like attacking the Imperials.
I love that. I love that the rebels are in control. That's just the image of a down Star Destroyer is so powerful.
And it's really cool because Elephant Graveyard. Think of Elephant Graveyard. That's from the Lion King. Elephant Graveyard, the term.
And Whoopi Goldberg makes a cameo in the Battle of Jakku.
Yeah, but there's like all these down Star Destroyers and like AT-ATs and AT-STs all over, strewn throughout the desert.
That's awesome.
After we finish recording, I'll get it up and show you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm so excited for this.
I'm so excited.
You get too excited, JJ.
This is going to be the longest 3 weeks of my life.
2 weeks. It's 2 weeks now. It's 16th.
Oh,
it's the 17th. And it'll technically be the 16th because we're just going in the midnight anyway. And yeah, so, because considering we're talking about Star Wars and I don't want to because it's just getting me too pumped and I know it's too far away to cope with this anticipation, we'll get to DVDs.
Yeah, DVDs and then we'll wrap up.
So we've got The Gallows. What a film.
I did not see
Never seen it.
The horror?
Not seen it. The horror film.
It sounds like a horror.
Max, which is the film about the army dog.
Only bad things. Exclusively bad things about this story.
We've got Paper Towns out.
I relish Paper Towns. It'll be in my top 10.
No, it's not. I'm already saying it now. Like I saw it, I enjoyed it, but it is not good. I'm sorry, but it is not good enough to be in the top 10.
No,
I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was extremely well done. Coming of age movies just get.
Yeah, I agree. They get me, but Paper Towns was good.
No.
There's better coming of age films out there. It is not deserved to be in your top 10 because they're much better.
I rank Fault in Our Stars higher than that mainly because Fault in Our Stars was funnier. Because like you go through the whole movie, like she's dying, he dies, lol. And that was it. That's brutal.
That's triggered me too.
Oh god.
That's brutal. But no, I enjoyed it, but I disagree. I made a list of like
get the DVD.
I've already made a list of my top films of the year, because in anticipation of our podcast, which will be our favourite films of the year and most
which will have to be after Star Wars.
It'll have to be end of December or early Jan.
Because Boxing Day is quite.
Because we'll do most anticipated for 2016 and best of 2015. I've already made a list. I've got about 35 at least on there, not even ordered. But Paper Towns.
We gotta pump that shit out because I'm going to Falls and then to Queensland.
We
straight
will.
after Christmas.
We will. Paper Towns I would not put in there, and we've got also probably arguably the biggest DVD out this week, Ant-Man.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought Ant-Man was.
Is there any
I-
extras on that one?
I haven't got it yet. I probably will buy it. I gather there would be extras. There's extras on most Marvel Blu-rays.
Yeah, that
But
was really interesting.
I really enjoyed that film.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's great.
It was a nice take because for a
different
superhero
take.
that's very not well known,
It was
kind
very
of
like a
minor.
small film.
very local.
Very local. Yeah,
It
and
was good. And I
wouldn't say
liked the
it's
heist film.
And
Like
Paul
the
Rudd
sound.
kills,
Yeah,
Paul Rudd kills it.
Paul
in
Rudd
my
kills
opinion.
everything.
He's just so
Paul
watchable,
Rudd
and
is
I
like-
can't wait to see him.
Paul Rudd is that dude that you just. I think we
You
talked
just
about
like
this.
to watch.
No, it's like a dude that like you'd be happy if you were married to him. You just come home, be married to Paul Rudd. You'd be like, my life is good.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
fine. It's
I'm
so
fine.
adequate. Everything is so adequate.
Everything is happy. Everything is good.
It's
like that's
not
Paul Rudd.
incredible, but he's just there, and he's great, and he
he's-
just does the job,
Exactly.
and he gets it done.
A good film. Yeah.
Alright,
Probably worth buying.
Mm.
Yeah.
as you
definitely.
notice, we have a SoundCloud, so we'll be uploading stuff at the moment until we can get a deal with iTunes and work out what the fucking RSS feed is. I suck at computers.
Just look it up.
I sort of sat down, I literally read, and I could read about 10 lines. I went, nah, it's too hard.
It's actually called Google.
Yeah.
Like the worst part was you're like, just need a cover photo, boys, and we're like, fuck yeah, awesome. 4 hours later, we're like, so
It's not
you
RSS feed.
figured out how to fucking use MS Paint yet, you stupid dick.
I take a cover photo. You're probably looking at the cover photo right now if you're listening to this, and I think it's fantastic. So,
Okay, I still haven't seen it. So
no,
there's
well, we can have a look after this, but it's decent. I worked hard on it, and I'll be annoyed if you don't like it. I've already got thousands of fan mail about how good the cover photo is. It's just,
I'm gonna trigger you so hard after this. That sounds really gross. I'm gonna trigger you so hard. Go on,
With your
keep going.
fingers. I am at Corey Lyle on Twitter and Instagram. You are at the Giant Speech, James.
Yeah, I'm both.
And
Still yet to get.
yeah,
Still yet to get
Oh,
Twitter.
don't give me shit about the cover photo if you're still gonna be like a fucking black spot in social
I
media.
didn't give you shit about the
I
cover
was
photo. I
giving you
said
shit.
I liked it. You fucking idiot.
Jesus.
Sorry about that. I've just been so triggered because I actually gave him a compliment about it on
Yeah, he
Facebook,
did.
and he goes, "Thank you so much. It means a lot. I worked hard on it."
I did.
So then he just,
Bloody kisses to the audience.
so then he just throws me in the dark.
Oh god,
me.
so much stuff to say, so many people to thank. We'll leave it there, guys. See you next week for In the Heart of the Sea and the night before. Hopefully both of them.
Yeah, we'll do.
That comes out tomorrow. Actually,
Yeah,
we'll
both of them
probably
comes out.
do another one fairly soon.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah,
There you go. Have a good one.
See you later.